the governor and members of his cabinet this week have been on the road, crisscrossing the state, pitching his plan for tax-free zones based at colleges and universities around the state.
And taxes make a difference. And New York's reputation as the high-tax state, the tax capital state, is a killer when it comes to economic development.
Many of the specifics are still being ironed out, but it stops all across New York, including Plattsburgh State on Thursday. The governor said the plan to allow startup and out-of-state businesses to set up shop on or near college campuses tax-free will be a huge boost to the upstate economy.
You look at where the jobs are coming from, they're coming from higher education facilities. The 28-year-old who comes up with the new idea for the new chip and the new cell phone and the new app, that's where the jobs are percolating. We have the young minds that are coming to the best schools, and we come up with the ideas, and we what they call commercialize them. The idea becomes a business, and we're starting the businesses off these campuses. What happens is we lose 75% of them at the end of the first year. Why? Because they're new businesses, and they decide that they don't want to stay in the state of New York because we have the anti-business reputation. So they move to a low-tax, no-tax state. We have to keep those jobs here.
Building on the success of the nanotech college at UAlbany, the hope is businesses will team up to commercialize research and technology being developed on college campuses.
This is a game changer for New York State. There is a reputation, and it's based in fact, that we're a high-tax state. People look at it from income tax, business tax, and the governor is just taking a bold, high-level idea here and just saying we're going to change that literally overnight. And he wants higher education, public and private university to be part of that. It's very exciting.
We're open to whatever possibilities are there for us to make a contribution to job growth and economic development. We've always done what we can to support the manufacturing industry here. So we have an industrial technology program. We have electronics technology. Those two are major pipelines for the local manufacturing industry. We're the only associate's degree program in New York State in wind energy and turbine technology.
And to entice companies to invest, the governor wants to let them operate completely tax-free for 10 years. No sales, property, or business taxes. Even their employees get a break on paying income tax. But not everyone likes that idea.
It's impossible, and the small business community, the business community should be up in arms about this. You know, these businesses are still going to require sanitation, fire, police. Their kids are still going to go to local public schools.
And the state's largest union, the CSEA, has started airing radio ads in opposition.
I'm tired of all these tax breaks that are supposed to help our economy but just benefit a select few.
The governor says communities will benefit because new employees will still pay sales and property taxes if they buy homes and spend their wages in the local economy.
If they move into Plattsburgh, they then buy a house, and the real estate broker gets a commission. They go to the food store, and they're buying food, and the person who owns the food store is making money, and they buy clothes for their kids, and they buy a car at the dealership, and that's all economic activity for the community. And that's what we need.
High taxes have forced out our business and young people. But now there's hope because of Governor Cuomo's bold new proposal. It will create dozens of tax-free areas with millions of square feet all across upstate New York.
And the governor is getting help selling his plan to lawmakers. The state Democratic Party is running TV ads across New York.
Tell your legislator to support Governor Cuomo's tax-free New York proposal and get upstate New York back to work.
But it could be a tough sell to lawmakers who see it as giving a select few companies and their employees an unfair advantage.
I'm in favor of helping the businesses that have already been paying taxes, who are already here, who have employees who are paying so much in health coverage costs, so much in property taxes, and make sure their doors are open before we invite anybody else into the state. Take care of the business that we have here.
And we asked our panel of business experts for their take on whether tax-free zones will attract investment and jobs to the North Country.
This is a welcome for new businesses, which is a slap in the face to existing businesses. We've had decades of experience with this in Canada, and especially in Quebec. You know, pouring money into the pockets of somebody who comes to our province because they're said to be creating new jobs. But as we were discussing just before the taping began, the The idea of trying to attract people by giving them a special subsidy of any kind that you don't give to people who've already established themselves here under the existing tax regime and have managed to make a success of their business and to grow it. Well, first of all, it's quite an insult to people who are already in New York and running businesses. And secondly, you're attracting the very worst kind of new investor, the kind who's not coming here because this is a great place with the right kind of talent and the exact location that they want. They're coming here for some money. Once the money's gone, why would they stay?
So after 10 years, the thought is a number of them may just bolt.
That's right. Now it's really a morphing of existing plans. I mean, we've been dismantling the payment in lieu of taxes, the enterprise zone approach, and really having more Albany kind of control on how this economic development money is being spent. And Albany seems to be really out front and trying to attract people from outside. If you talk to very many small businesses or medium-sized businesses in the state, the existing businesses don't really feel this state is now all of a sudden open for business. But I can see other entities looking at the state and maybe looking twice. A recent poll was taken in an executive magazine where New York was ranked 49 out of 50 in being business friendly. So they're really trying to reshape an unfortunate image through something like this, and it's primarily for an external market.
And you can watch our entire discussion on this month's business edition of Mountain Lake Journal, which is coming up next at 8:30 if you're watching on Friday, or again on Sunday at 12 noon here on Mountain Lake PBS.